What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a hoot and a holler. We're reaching deep into the vault once again, back-to-back unvaulted Goblin content. And this is a retell of a story that was originally uploaded over 5 years ago, on August 4th, 2015. This story was then taken down and made private in early 2017 during the DrugTube purge. For those of you guys who didn't tune into my last video, the one before this, you guys may not be informed, but I'm going back and recreating some of the videos that got taken down over 3.5 years ago, that the vast majority of my current viewers never got to enjoy. And I feel like nowadays also I can make them better, because I have better production quality. I feel like I'm better at what I do. But the vast majority of you guys have never seen this. This only ever got 5,000 views, and that was 3 years ago, and it was uploaded 5 years ago. So the vast majority of you have never heard this story. But this one's about the time that I unintentionally interfered or interrupted a police investigation with my drunk friends. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Drop a like if you do. Let's dive right into it. So this took place way back in my sophomore year of high school. Also, I totally forgot to mention, follow me on fucking Twitter, dude. I'm 300 off of 22,000. I'm not going to put up with it. I better be at 22,000 ASAP. Smack the fucking follow. Links at the top of the description right now. Do it. Press the button. Without further ado, let's get back on topic here. So, way back in my sophomore year of high school, I linked up with Bobby on this particular day, and Bobby and I, we ended up having a little double date kind of scenario where we linked up with two of our female friends and just kind of hung out for the day. I invited Ashley, and Bob invited a girl who we're going to call Amanda. And what happened throughout the day was kind of irrelevant to this story, right? It really gets eventful at the end of the night when we drop the ladies off back home. What happened throughout the day was pretty basic. You know, I was the designated driver for the day because at this point I was totally content with smoking. I was still relatively new to smoking weed. I'd only been smoking for maybe less than like 6 months at this point. You know, 6 or 7 months at this point, I'd say. So I hadn't been smoking pot for a super long time. And at this point, I loved it. So I was totally cool with being designated driver. And my friends all loved that about me. They were like, oh, he's just cool with getting stoned. You know, he doesn't have to get wasted, so he'll be our designated driver. And I was totally okay with it, right? I was like, bet, I'll get baked. No problem. I love cruising. So either way, I'm the designated driver for this day. The ladies and Bob all get schmacked, and we're going about our day, and they're fucking wasted, dude. They're absolutely off their rocker. I'm talking piss wasted, drunk, smacked, wasted, absolutely on Mars, right? They're so drunk. Like, I'm talking everyone I'm with is bumbling drunk by the end of the night. And it gets to the point in the night where the ladies have to go home. And I end up dropping Ashley off, right? I drop Ashley off at her house, and Amanda actually spends the night there. Amanda's like, oh, you know, I'm just going to spend the night tonight because it's already late. I'll go home in the morning. My parents are going to be mad if I come home this late. So we drop them off, right? We go to start to drop them off. And as we're driving them back, you know, I'm cruising, and I'm nice and baked, and Bob is fucked up, and the girls in back are so drunk. Like, they were classic white girl wasted, just obliterated, singing along to every song loud as hell, just fucking wasted, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here, I'm cruising, I'm nice and baked, having a good time, you know, having a blast, chilling out. And we get back to Ashley's house, and we pull up to Ashley's house, and when we turn onto her street, there's a fuckload of cops, and they've got something blocked off. I don't know if it was taped off, but they had it wasn't like crime scene tape. There was some sort of tape blocking something off, and a fuckload of cops on a street, all like some of them on foot, some of them in cars, just everywhere. It like there was no coroner's van, but it looked like they were investigating something really serious. Like it looked like someone maybe broke into a house and they were now investigating. You know, it was some serious shit. So we pull up, and of course, where I have to pull over to drop Ashley off is in the middle, in the thick of it, dude. I'm talking, I literally parallel park in between two cop cars, essentially, to drop this girl off. So I pull up and I park the car, and before I even open the door, they're already like flipping off the cops. They're like, oh, fuck you, you know, and they're being all reckless. And I'm just like, oh my God. And Bob looks back and he's telling him, he's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like he's looking back and he's just telling them, he's begging them to shut the hell up when they get out of this car. He's like, girls, shut the fuck up. Like just go inside, right? So finally, Bob opens his door after we think they've quieted down. You know, we give them a minute to quiet down, and Bob opens his door because I drove a 2-door, so he had to get out of shotgun and let them out of the car, right? So he gets out a shotgun, he lifts up his seat, and they get out of the car. And they get out of the car, and all these cops are in the street. And, a couple of them are kind of looking over, but they're mainly focusing on what they're doing. It's not like there's any cops trailing us or really paying much mind to us yet. But as we let them out of the car, they get out. And they flip the cops off, and they start screaming all this. They're like, fuck you, oh, fuck 12, all this shit. And Bob is just sitting there, and he's just like, oh, my fucking God. Bob looks at me, and he's just like, oh, we gotta go, dude. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh, shit, dude. So I get back in my car, and at this point, I figure, like, oh, they're fucked. That's all I thought. I was like, okay, oh, they're so boned, So me and Bob get back in the car, and Bob's like, dude, go, like, get the fuck out of here. And I turn my lights back on, right? I pull out, I get the fuck out of this little area, right? And I turn around the corner, and a set of headlights appears behind me. And as soon as I see that set of headlights, I knew immediately that we were fucked. I knew immediately. I was like, oh no, dude. Because it was way too late at night for this to coincidentally be another car driving down the street. And at this point, I was young. I didn't really know how to recognize a cop car's headlights yet. But after this, I sure did. I have flashbacks to this. This was like one of my first times getting pulled over, if not my very first time. I don't even think I have my driver's license for 6 months at this point. But either way, so we get lit up. And Bob just slams his hand on the dash. He's like, those stupid fucking whores, dude. And he's pissed. And I'm just like, Bob, dude, I'm pissed as fuck, dude. Just chill out, dude. We're good. Bob's wasted. I'm baked off my ass, and we've got weed in the glove box. And I'm sitting there. And at this point, I was a relatively good kid. I think I'd had like one prior before this, but it was one of those things where since it was my first charge, it kind of gotten essentially taken off my record. Like I got very, very lenient treatment for that, right? But we got pulled over, and I'm sitting there, and I'm starting to get really nervous because I'm super fucking stoned. I'm so high. And the cop walks up to my window. I roll down my window. And he's like, oh, what was that about back there? And I immediately, I'm like, you know what, dude, I gotta like apologize. I'm like, you know what? I'm so sorry about them. They're just being a little reckless, and obviously I couldn't tell him like, they're just a little drunk, I couldn't say anything like that because I was like fucking 16 at this point, there is no being drunk and telling a cop, that's not how things work. So I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry about them, I really apologize for that. That was really stupid of us, we won't do that again. And Bob, the whole time, was just like, yup, we're real sorry, man. We're real sorry, bud. Sorry, boss, and he just keeps saying it, and I'm trying so hard to hold in the laughter because I'm stoned as fuck. And the way Bob is apologizing to this guy is just hilarious. He just keeps going, sorry, bud, won't do it again. And he just says it over and over. And I'm just like, Bob, shut the fuck up. Like, you're killing me right now, dude. And I give this cop my ID, and he gets Bob's ID too, and he goes back to his car. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my fucking God. And luckily, I had my little insurance card in my wallet, so I didn't have to reach in my glove box or anything. Because if I had to open that glove box where the weed was, we were fucked. That cop was shining his light deeply into the car. And I'm tweaking, dude. I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, Bob, bro, I'm really baked. And he's like, I'm fucking wasted, dude. We're just sitting there, and we're like, those stupid fucking whores. And I remember he goes and he calls, I think it was Amanda that he called. He hits her up, and she doesn't pick up, and he's so pissed. I remember the next time he saw them at school, Bob just laid into them. He was like, you stupid fucking bitches. He was like, why in the fuck would you do that at 2 a.m? Like, he just baked them. And I was heated too. I had some words too. I said, Ashley, you really let me down. You know that? But either way, back on topic. So we're pulled over, and we're sitting here, and I'm just talking about him, like, because at this point, I hadn't had a ton of, like, I really had never been pulled over. I got in legal trouble, but it wasn't like a traffic kind of thing, right? So I'm thinking at this point, I'm like, dude, I'm stoned. What if he knows I'm stoned and driving? What if he knows Bob's drunk? We're going to prison. This is it. I was overthinking. I was tweaking off my rocker. And the cop comes back, and he asked me to get out of the car, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, like, this is it. And he gets me out of the car, and he pulls me aside and just has a word with me. He's like, you know what? We were conducting an investigation back there, and you guys came and interrupted it for no reason. He's like, we didn't do anything to you. We weren't looking at you. We weren't investigating you. You interrupted an official police investigation. He was like, if I wanted to, I could have gotten you into a lot more trouble than that. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, officer. Like, we won't do it again. And Bob is literally, I look back, and Bob's got his hand out the window waving to the guy. He's like, oh, sorry, Bob. And I'm just like, dude, I swear, you gotta chill, Bob. He's so drunk. But the cop was actually reasonably understanding about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, they were just tweaking, and what he ended up doing was he was pretty nice about it, and he just gave me a warning, right? He gave me like a citation. He didn't give me any ticket because he couldn't really give me like a traffic ticket. It's not like I committed a traffic violation, right? But I also, at the same time, looking back at it, like, is that a valid reason to pull me over? I guess it is, yeah. I mean, I interrupted an investigation, but did I? Like, it was the girls, and they were already out of my car when they did it. I don't know. The whole thing was fucked. But either way, I never had to, like, go to court. So, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. But, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this OG Vaulted banger. Drop a like if you did. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, by the way. Peace, gamers.